Good afternoon and welcome to NYCryptoTalk. Today's topic of discussion is an update on the QASH platform. This is the Coin, Kryptos, and CoinX exchange, soon to be the Liquid platform. So I wanted to give a brief update. I did a review on this a few months ago, and I just wanted to revisit it because we are getting a lot closer to the Liquid World Book release, at least for the beta. And of course, the market has still hasn't recovered yet, so I just wanted to kind of go over my initial thoughts, my current takeaways on how I feel the project is doing, and do I feel it's a solid purchase, just in general, my own personal opinion. Mind you, I had bought QASH when it was a little over $2, and maybe $1.50, give or take. So, you know, I wasn't one of the lucky people to get in it early back in December, or even the people after the crash to get under $1. So this is coming from someone who bought close to the peak, close to the all-time high. Did I sell it? No. Do I believe in it? Yes. I think this project, amongst others, has a huge potential to be a disruptor in the crypto sphere. So the World Book, you guys can reference it. I'll link it at the end of this video. You guys can take a review on that and see what you guys think about the QASH platform. Basically, in summary, if you don't want to watch the long video, it is going to be a multi-ordering platform that will look for the best price amongst multiple exchanges and get it in one location. So instead of having to go through multiple different sites to look for the best price, you know, arbitraging, looking for, you know, if you go to the markets and see where things are being offered at the best price, you know, 67 cents here versus 69 cents here, or 65 cents, 63 cents. Basically, they're going to have that all built into one platform with the Liquid World Book. So that is one step. They are going to be doing the world beta in the next 2 weeks, I believe. By the first week of April is what they plan. So I just want to go through a couple of the updates that they have, a couple of their Twitter items, and then just talking about their platform in general. So there are weekly messages, weekend messages, so another one will come probably tomorrow from the CEO, Mike. And he just wanted to give an update last week that the core technology that underpins the World Book, the multi-market orders, went live on cryptos on a limited number of markets last Thursday. So obviously this is not available right now, but it is the back-end functionality is there. So they are still currently working on it. It should be available. They're going to be doing this little by little, and I believe to a certain set of people. So not everyone will be able to do it during the beta. But I think it will be cool to see how it works once it is released. They do have a ton of AMAs. If you go on their Twitter site, you go into their Facebook, they had a ton of AMAs with their team, all the different people involved in their project, both live streaming, AMA on Reddit. They had a ton of videos, so definitely check it out. There's a lot of good information about the platform, about Liquid. They did do a couple of events. They were at Token, the previous Token conference. There's a cash rewards program, as I've mentioned before. You know, you give 3 cash, get 3 cash for referrals. And there's also a community rewards update. Basically, if you write a article about it, you get money depending on how well written it is, how unique it is, and you can get some cash rewards. So an incentive. Iron Shield, their security, as I've mentioned before in my initial review, I know people complained about how much of a pain it is because it's so secure. And I'll talk about the Iron Shield a little bit because they do break it down a little bit. And I do feel it's very important with all the hacks, especially for Japan. where they're based. Obviously, where the most recent hack for an exchange happened there. They are one of the leaders when it comes to being the most safe, secure sites out there. So some of the key takeaways, and this is a roadmap progress. I'll kind of just go brief overview. Basically, phase 1 is first week of April, beta release, limited access, limited currencies. May or June, they're hoping to be fully live and have a unified platform desktop. And then the phases after that, obviously, are in their roadmap, are probably going to be Q3, Q4, which is mobile app, back-end financial infrastructure, as well as the prime brokerage, which is basically allowing broker access to be able to manage client accounts, which I think is an awesome idea, especially it's the fintech meets cryptocurrency world. Iron Shield, as I mentioned to you guys, this is basically how they use their cold storage. So they employ multiple things in their Iron Shield platform. Two-factor authentication, cooling off period, which is basically after creating an account or making changes to your account, you have, if you make an email change to an account, they will not allow you to withdraw after a certain amount. This is one of the things that most people do when they hack an account. They change an email, they change something, and they immediately withdraw. So that is what they call the cooling off period controls, so that if anything is changed, there will be an email notification to confirm that you're making these changes. The withdrawal cooling off period. So different ways of the cooling off. So this is the initial account setup, and this is after making a change and doing a withdrawal. So they do rely heavily on the two-factor authentication to perform tasks such as resetting password, registering a new withdrawal blockchain address, and withdrawing crypto assets. So they rely heavily on being able to do two-factor authentication as well as email. So they'll try to work hand in hand so that if one person resets one, they have to have the other in order to be able to gain access. They're calling it the Fort Knox of cryptocurrency exchanges, which I do believe, because I do believe they have a very unique platform, and being able to store things off on cold storage definitely makes a big plus. Some other cool things that I complained about actually the first time around, that was one of my biggest pains, was if you put it in an order, you had to manually calculate how many shares you can get of a specific thing that you ordered. Now they finally got to the Binance KuCoin, which is the 25, 50, 75, 100% of your current balance. If you had 1 Bitcoin and you wanted to buy 1,000 cash, you had to manually key it out and then go up 1, go up 2, go up 3. It was a pain. They finally have this quantity auto calculation feature available. I know it's slow to get there, but they do have it. And one is really cool. Obviously, it's not on Cryptos. It's on CoinX, which is not available in the States. They have margin trading, which is kind of cool. I know they have this on the Coin platform, but they have margin trading. I'm sure this margin trading will eventually come to the Liquid platform, but only be available in specific markets, because similar to BitMEX, you cannot do margin trading in the United States. Hopefully down the road we can, because I would love to margin trade. An update from Mike on his YouTube page. As I had mentioned, they are looking on developing their own cash blockchain. And basically the reason they feel it is they don't believe that there is a blockchain out there that can provide the high performance, low latency, continuous liquidity to build the Liquid by Coin on top of it. So they're trying to build their own blockchain. This is end of year project, I believe. They're looking to have something on the books by end of year, at least a testnet. So I don't remember if it said it, but I swore I saw end of the year. So Q4, I believe they're going to have a testnet up for this. So that is very cool that they're going to be able to build on it. I'm sure once they build on it, then the ICOs that they release could then eventually launch on it if they wanted to. Or they can own it by themselves, which is probably the better choice. Another thing that they did with CoinX and Cryptos is similar to other markets. Once you get onto their landing page, they have the landing page that's more visible, allows you to see the high trading items. Markets with the highest BTC volume and the biggest percentage gain will be featured. So it's kind of a map between CoinMarketCap and Binance. So you can see the high volume versus the highest gains and so forth. So kind of cool. The first step on the World Book, as I mentioned, they also finally got the rights to be able to get back onto the QASH Reddit page. I know a lot of times I mentioned before you had to find liquid cash to get to their page. Someone owned this and somehow it got taken over. They are moving back to the QASH Reddit page, I think, by next week. So as far as the market is concerned, right now we were sitting at 68 cents. I think when the market dipped, we went down to 43 cents, which is obviously I was at 75% loss at that point. But you know what? Still kept on going. I think, you know, even now at this time, 68 cents is still a good deal. I know Korean Jew has very high expectations of multi-billion-dollar market for this. I think with the liquidity, if we can get the amount of people going onto the platform and using the exchange and using cash as the base value for margin trading and so forth, then I think we could definitely see cash by end of year. Definitely by the time that they have the prime brokerage set up, we could be seeing multi-billion-dollar market cap easily. This could be a $10 billion market cap for sure once they get a prime brokerage and they can get people like Goldman Sachs onto this platform. So I do still think it's a good deal. I still think it's a fantastic project with a great team behind it. Obviously, you know, do your own research. It is a long-term hold. It is not a pump and dump. This is not something that you can swing trade, I don't think. It is just good news, good circulating supply, and just a well-backed with a very well-versed team. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, subscribe, shoot me a message. Love to hear what you guys have to say about the project. I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. I will try to shoot some videos this weekend. If I can't, I will definitely be back on Monday. Take it easy, guys.